I thought I would use the first few minutes of this first ride video to introduce myself. My name is Dennis, and maybe answer some potential questions. Like, for example, you might be wondering, why am I doing this in my kitchen? It's because this is where my studio lighting is. I have another YouTube channel, Mobile Home Gourmet, that has something like 330 cooking videos on it. So my kitchen is like my TV studio. So this is where the lighting is best. Seems to be the best place to do these videos. As far as the bike that I ride, I have a Pedego Interceptor Platinum e-bike. It's got a motor in it, and it makes riding a lot of fun. Because although I do most of the work, pedaling, the motor's there to give me some assistance once in a while if I'm going up a hill or fighting the wind, so I don't have to struggle to ride a bike. I love that bike. It's so much fun to ride. As far as who do I work for, I don't work for anyone. Although I have a Pedego bike, I have a GoPro camera, and I have some other equipment. I don't work for those companies. I'm not promoting their products to get any money from them. I work for me. No one is sponsoring me. I'm doing this for my own pleasure. As far as where I live near Santa Barbara, California. And on some of these rides, many of these rides, I'm going to show you parts of Santa Barbara because it's a beautiful area and it's really pleasurable to ride in this area. And finally, why am I doing this? It's because I'm trying to encourage older people like myself. I'll be 67 years old next month, to get out of doors. Get some exercise, get some fresh air. If you can do it on a bike, great. I think riding a bike is a really fun way to get some recreation and some exercise. So what I'm going to show you now in this next part of this video is I'm going to take you on a little ride just to show you a little bit about my area. I'm going to take you down to the ocean. This is the bike path in front of my home, near my home. This is a new bike path. They put this in a few months ago. They're still working on it, as you can see. There were utility poles that were right in the middle of the lanes, and they've been taking those poles out, moving them off the bike path. It's a fairly long path. It goes all along the residential section up to a school that's up here. I'm going to skip ahead to the end of this path. The school is over there to the right, but I'm going to turn left and go into a parking lot here. This is coastal access, an area that they set up for us to preserve this area for the residents so they wouldn't be building in here. And then down here to the corner, and by the way, this is very busy on the weekends. You see people riding horses out here, biking, hiking, very popular area because you can park here. I'm going to pull onto the pathway here with my bicycle. I see some pedestrians coming, so I'm just going to stop and pull over. It's a little bit safer and nicer to let them go by before I continue. One interesting point about this part of the ride is this is a very bumpy track. My bike is bouncing up and down, but my camera, a GoPro Hero 6, has nice image stabilization in it. Plus, I'm using a gimbal, which helps to keep the camera level to the horizon. I'm going to skip ahead here. This is the end of this track, and we are on top of the cliffs that overlook the beach. Way over there on the horizon, that's Coal Oil Point. I'll bike out there one day and show you Coal Oil Point. That's the Pacific Ocean. This is how close I live to the Pacific Ocean. I can walk out here, I can bike out here. There's an area right up here that I'm going to pull over and stop and give you an idea what the beach looks like. Coal Oil Point, by the way, is a very popular surfing area during the winter when there is decent surf. Right now the ocean's pretty calm. This is summertime. It's a decent little beach. It expands and contracts. Sometimes there's a wide swath of sand there, and sometimes it's narrow. It depends upon how many storms have come through and washed the sand away. It grows and it contracts. And then to the other side, over here, this is looking to the west. This is the other part of the beach. Way over there, there's a beach access point where you can easily walk down to the beach. And then as I scan the ocean here, those clouds, by the way, that's marine layer. This comes in during this time of the year. By afternoon, that's all burned off and we have blue skies. You might see out there on the horizon an oil platform. There used to be a lot of those out there, and they've been removing them. Famous platform Holly was out there, the one that burst several decades ago and covered this area with oil. That was all nicely cleaned up. Okay, I'm ready to head back now. I'm going to take a slightly different track back because I like biking through these bushes, but I'm going slow. I'm using one of my lowest gears because you never know. You come around a corner, there could be a dog, there could be a cyclist, there could be pedestrians. But it's kind of a fun area to bike through as far as these little bushes here. And again, it's a really rough track, but my camera is handling it pretty well. And I can just see coming up over there some pedestrians. Again, I'm going to pull over and let them pass. And here I am, back in my own home territory. I live in a mobile home, in a double wide, in a trailer park. This is a nice little park. I like living here. Most of my neighbors are really nice. They're pleasant. There are two of my neighbors right here. So there you have it, a little ride around my neighborhood. There are better ways to get to the beach. On the side of the university, there's a parking lot right there. You can just drive right up to the beach. But I just wanted you to see a little bit of the community in which I live. There'll be other rides that I will be sharing with you. So if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe, click the like button, and thanks for watching.